It's no secret. See, the Parliament of Sierra Leone, they no respect to it. It's no secret. I don't know if now we sell we birthright to them or waiting. But secrets not the. But we will get for free we safe. In this one, we there against them. Not say for other one, no. This particular one, we there against them. Alright. That will come with Tony. Let me hear you. What did you get for it today? Welcome on board, Tony Toure Jones. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. Kushe Kabo Famulem. Yeah, I feel say the whole thing, Abraham, I mean, it demonstrates lack of respect for the populace, even the public way they vote for them. You understand? Because if the country in economy they do very well, we know they complain. Say, you see, even at the midst right now, at the own, I mean, at this current trend right now, you see everybody they defend say, oh, the Russia and Ukraine crisis, they make the economy and things they go, I mean, from bad to worse, inflation, everything they go up. You understand? And then self they talk. So for me, I don't think it's timing. And this is not the right time. No, if the economy is doing very well, or probably we see the strive, wherein revenue are coming in, the businesses are booming, everything being equal, you understand? But the economy, they do very bad. How many people that we they strain? These are the voters. These are the people that we elect them. They not just get positioned by appointed by the president, just like the ministers. These are the people that they when they come up 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, go vote for them. Say we want you as a member of parliament for make you represent with constituencies with different areas then. So when I walk there now for advocate for them, for bring development, force them when they honorable them, then they even go their own meeting with their constituencies, the youth them, own people them. Some people they even stand as guarantor help the guy them waiting at the region, they forget job na the army, police, different side where opportunities they come. But these guys, they just been self-centered. They just been self-centered. It's not at this point. It's not because I mean they feel say they're doing favor for the heads or the one that way the up there or they appoint ministers and this and that, so they approve and they design the debates, they get access to public funds and this, so they can do whatever. This they demonstrates lack of respect. Not at this time. When the world economy they struggled. Now then every day they grumble. Even the president, the minister of information, everybody. The wage bill already they strain. The burden they on the taxpayers. The few companies where they operate being overburdened with tax. And who pays the final price? It's the final consumer and the masses, the people that will vote for it. That they feel the burden because they pay all these prices. They pay these taxes, direct and indirect taxes. And all that money they go towards now minimal amounts they go to capital investments, capital projects. All things, majority of them they go into wage bills. And now they want to add more. Because if you they talk about all these things these people are asking for, also if you say that money, then they come out. When I mean we all know say we only get few companies where they operate on ground. Few revenue where governments they get, whether for the use for capital projects, whether for the use for make road, whether for the allocate for improve on water, whether for the use for improve on other necessities, other things that were important. The health, improve on the hospitals then. Get more ambulances, get more buses on ground. Una just concentrate on una self, on our wage bill, on our allowances, on our this. If the economy is doing well, that's fine. But not at this time when we they cry, say, money not there, companies the way they operate at break even, not they even make profit. They're just there because of going concern, as accountants can call our accountants can call them, just because let them business stuff fold up, say, no, I mean, because they get staff, they get things them for do. But some of them are not making money. Because these are difficult times all over the world. People they to line for fuel. This not people they to line for bus. Water not people go to line for water. People go to line for everything you go for to line for. Even for buy health card, you go for go to line. Then at this crucial point where the economy is not doing well, una know they look at all them things they all the necessities and the way people they need, where the government able to provide. Because this money where they ask for, don't get for common now World Bank come na their pockets. You don't get for common no side. Now from taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money. The people that will vote for them at this difficult time when the economy is so bad, where things are hard for the people. When I not even they look at that, things that when are for priority, when are for prioritize. We say this every day here. Audit service, they put the report every year. We're not even touch them, not even debate on that. It's not important, it's not relevant to now. Not to priority. What's a priority for now your well-being. Now your self. I want the sick parliamentarian and they die because of waiting they can't afford medical bill, waiting and all this. It's the same problem when they face, and the same problem the ordinary man they face. Why can't you fix the problem? And then, say if you're sick, you go to hospital. Now, cannot you go? Whose hospital where you go in a government hospital? They can able to diagnose you and know exactly what thing they do you. And when you go to the cost recovery, we know government before forget good cost recovery, good drugs. Now everybody they run for gonna still go buy medication, go buy drugs. How some of them drugs and they even know their standards. Some are substandard. You understand? When I know they look to all the things they do, when they look to all those I want to know, say, them money they at least can be a service. If this you can't say, this is a projection for the next 2 years, now this we want for projects. That's not a problem. But not at this time. It just shows that because election they come, they all they try for secure their own ground. They make sure say, even if they're not voting again, imagine. Even when we talk about this campaign, say we go vote, they'll not come back. If them pass Abraham, then go still benefit. Because if we campaign, say let government not appoint, let them not get a symbol again for can, they've already passed it, they're still gonna benefit from the whole thing. So you not gonna make too much, gonna make the effect, not even that get that impact. They don't even feel the impact because they've already passed it. So if they're not even count themselves again, then they still can forget the benefit. They still can forget access to the medical allowance. They still can forget access to everything what they ask for. But we just get for telling us this is not the right time. Not when the economy they suffer, when we GDP not even improved, when business are folding. Only few business. Okay, we see one or two where they try for coming, which is good. We're all happy for that. Because the more companies come, the more jobs. But if then few companies do what they can get, being overburdened with taxes, they're still not going to make profit. They're not going to even pay their workmen and better. So let them consider, let them really think. I don't think this is the right time. I think say now that will foretell us this not to the right time where the world is suffer, where the economy. That's I said you're going to say things are very hard. Inflation all over the world because Russia and Ukraine crisis, then they cause the economy for like this. So if Russia let them use that for say, okay, no, wait. Let them wait. That's for now. The economy, we got they add more bits, just all to when they come in, they go to wages and salary. Few people they benefit. Then the masses, they suffer in the morning, 4 o'clock for Timap Nado, they wait for public transport because buses are not there. It's sad. Who elects alone no more? They could they talk, they could they go, they want to go to everybody. No, we go still they go. But we want for make us able compete with other countries that we neighbor we get all things what we get. We want for make us know say Sierra Leone is like paradise. Sierra Leone, it's imagine. We see great improvements. We see roads there. Look at them layer streets. Then Eastern, go Eastern, like see. Then far forward and way. The government for the save money for make them far forward and they for patch there. The same thing. Even Lumley, within that Lumley day. Then inside streets and all that Kelly guy for go bus na region road. If na them road and they say them money our government they save for make them road and they inside bypass go them road that way say yes, then road that way now easy access. People don't go glad to say yes, at least they're doing something. or the oversight committee within a parliament for roads, or means of what they do something. But all they care is about themselves. Posterity get for all them tomorrow. These are selfish people. They're very selfish. Very, very selfish people. I mean, I'll take it, man. Very selfish.
All right, thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome, Abraham.
Yeah. Selfish people. Okay. Salon. Take we for granted. Take we for granted. Eh? But you better not tell we it's a go police. No, so. Welcome, doctor. That way, waiting he gets for we on this one. Welcome on board, Dr. Satuka Kejalo. Get the platform.
Yes, hi, good evening and good morning to many others. Hope say we all they take in some of them statement there so we get or we hear from some of them speakers them we and understand first as to why them we even feel confident for come and talk about this. But first of all, thanks to you and to the viewers and listeners them, to Tony and whose friend for their submission, as well as the audio we'll be listening to or the radio we'll listen to for some of the news them we didn't come up with. Now, I want for start with the last time we've been talk about this particular bill way first, then say they want for say they not know anything about them. Now they want for come and fight for their right. Where you've been say the game get agba. Me, I just want to say this game it get right because now if you look throughout the statements, them all with the we're not going to be ashamed to fight for our rights, right? We have been suffering, Now we they do the work, now we they pass bills them, and then but we still they do the work. But to me, then all of them, the one that all I listen to today, should be very ashamed of themselves for even can a public and talk to citizens and like this, talk to Sierra Leoneans and like this, because you know what, it don't make one sense as to waiting and they fight for. Then they fight for their your individual rights, but then they forfeit for the rights of all Sierra Leoneans. Them. You talk about the judiciary, now we country, we lack authority for make sure see some of them here no happen our country. And the one them when are the legislations, we then are the parliamentarians them for make laws them now we country we will benefit all Sierra Leoneans, not just few, meaning the one them meaning themselves and their immediate family members them. They fail for realize say we country still they deal with the needs when are the basics them we always they talk about, and we will continue for talk about them because we feel say for let Sierra Leone grow, let we stand up on we own, let we stop for the depend on people them or donors them for let it help we country grow. We get past this phase. This phase will require we basic needs them. That's the water we only talk about. That's the electricity we would only talk about. That's the healthcare we would only talk about. Then we talk about healthcare. These parliamentarians, I don't know how many of them, but maybe it's about time to really know how many of them we want this $15,000, as well as money for PL, as well as money for their motoka business or other things and we then want for themselves. We need to say, I want the money because I want to be constituent or my community. I want for build school, I want for build clinic, or I want for open up something where the community will benefit from, especially I want for dig water well, for make sure say this community not suffer from water. Maybe if we count them all, we put the money all together, we can able get a healthcare facility in the country we will benefit all Sierra Leoneans, not just them we want for travel overseas and let the country in money taxpayers the money, use that for go overseas, get treatment, get medical treatment. Are they really using their brains, their five senses to ask themselves, is it fair? Me na the first question. Is it fair for say where you dey, maybe Lord take and say this, we all have mama salon picking now. But because we all have mama salon picking, maybe because you not the old, now you not the big one, so you get right past everybody. Is that what this right is all about? So anyhow, with the hope and praise say, the shamefulness where they don't begin to expose themselves as to, they don't they pass on bills. Yeah, bills them where they no one we know about. But now the one for cancel, we say, then one for fight for them, right? I just feel say it's a disgraceful statement, it's a shameful statement. Me, I know they cut corners. That's what I say. As it is, I'm just gonna speak like it is. So with that, we they see already how the field business they go on for people them where they even run transport for make sure say they go take one passenger to this destination to that destination. You they get the money, they even get fuel na the country. Then you dey go talk say at the park me Mutkana model junction. The way you park in Mutkana model junction, what you do? You can trek. Now what kind of work for go na the parliament? Or what you do? Or you take keke or you take the bike or you can fend one. These are things that some people that just no need for be done come up and say stuff. Then they talk about pressure. Yeah, pressure there for day. Because when you didn't have your job, you not do what you're supposed to do. The people that get for the ask questions. And it's about time to ask questions. For let them understand, see, if they try this, trust me, Sierra Leone, we want for be stay, peaceful. But we just feel say they are being selfish, and it's about time for let them hear everybody in voice. For let them know say it's inappropriate, it's just not correct. And then we talk about people saying, "Oh, we are very transparent in this house." I'm like, for real? You mean say Parliament transparent? So all the bills that we don't sign for the last 5 years, maybe then can come out to we and tell we the bills and what they don't sign and how transparent them bills and how it benefit the ordinary Sierra Leoneans them. I think it can help in how we go no say ben then transparent in them doings, or the money where they give them or the allowance where they give them, then can come to we back and tell we say when them been give me so fund for make sure I develop this community. Now this not the receipts or now this not the expenditure list, this not the spreadsheet for now I find out say every dime where them give me I utilize them now this community, and you can go na my community as evidence for sure say yes, this money I put into this and these are the receipts or these are the findings for let you know say yes, I was transparent. So that statement is BS. I just have to say it's BS because it's not. That they're just trying to now find ways, just to say things that so disgusting to even listen to, because like as I was listening, everything I feel like I'm just gonna scream at each word. But again, Sierra Leoneans them, we wake up because they deal with greedy politicians them. We deal with politicians them we not see Sierra Leone first, then see themselves first and forget say when they be they grow up or once in a upon a time once upon a time, then self be they say, you know what, the one that way they under they need to advocate for we. They need to put laws or policies them now or we go benefit we. See then they don't give them the driving, the driver's seat for make sure see them do the right thing. But yet the speed where then they go at, the speed if we not take them, the accident it will just crush everybody, right? So let we just make wise decisions going forward. Let's start for the speak up. Let's start for the no say. Sierra Leone now we all young and we all need for come together and fight the corruption we embedded in our systems them and advocate for things and where we know say will make Salon go forward. If we get proper if we get clean drinking water in the country, we get proper healthcare system as well as electricity. These are just three among the many things and we ask for. But then three things they also, they only change the life of that ordinary Sierra Leonean, but it changed how the world look at Sierra Leone. It changed how we Sierra Leoneans feel about we country. We like Salon, that's true. We do best with the travel, we go there, we send money to family members or to staff or whatever means, or people that will not even sabi. That's fact. But certain times in life, you expect more from your country. You want to be that Sierra Leonean, we proud for say, what, me self me country, why I go not to blackout, or I don't need for the light generator, or call Guma Valley, they then come fill up a tank for me. Before you know it, down the back down, before you left, you just to spend money. Where you go is like all you do is spend money. People that need for go na salon and feel rested and feel like say, what, this is what I'm talking about. Now you want to compare Sierra Leone with Ghana. Like you say, Ghana get lights, if then they get blackout safe, maybe in the rare cases, we people then can understand that. But they lights they go for like weeks. People then they even find them difficult for charge their cell phone. When you try for reach somebody, say my phone, I just come online. All side the light no, they are not able to charge my phone. Those things are very shameful for let you talk and try for compare to other countries. Then we go into, comparing us to Ghana. Let them look at the view of Ghana and let them look at the hospital them where they get Ghana, where we say we Sierra Leoneans and the left salon for go Ghana for go get treatment. So why can't we have similar things in Sierra Leone? Why people just have to be greedy and selfish? These are questions we then still know the answer, but yet the one for be re-elected? I don't think so. I just not feel so. But hey, again, Salon people them, Lord make critical decisions them when it come to election time. Lord, we ask ourselves, the people that would elect, do they have the the heart, that fear of God? Say, you know what? Them people that are so, I don't take an oath. And then they only go serve one community and say, you know what? Now this district now more important to me past the other district. We entire this 16 district now the country deserve the same equal treatment. Maybe in one district there's more population than others, they can allocate fund just like that. But I believe say even the villages them or take from Kailaon district to Freetown, expect forget light, expect forget water. And even close by, like if this district not get hospital, but let not be say the person get for drive more than 1 hour before you reach the other hospital. Because if you not take time, that person is on his way. If not cardiac arrest, forget it, it's over. If not stroke, forget it, it's over. These are the things them way and they fail for realize, but yet they want 15,000 for their young medical care. Where that salon person, even for go do an x-ray sometimes, people they not get money for do an x-ray. We not reach $100. Now that's me gets for say tonight. And we'll all continue for pray. Lord continue for the hope, for the best, for no say salon for better, no matter what, if for better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Dr. Isatuka Kejalo for Ion contribution today. We're still there. The parliamentarian and the challenge we. This is now open challenge. We didn't know. Look out, Alpha. There we are. Waiting to get for it today. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Thank you, Triple A. Thank you, everyone, listeners all over the world. Doc, thank you for a well-sound analysis. I get about 4 points where I want to talk on. I think yesterday I talked about how honest our politicians are to the country as a whole. And I make them very clear, say we politicians are not honest to the country, the people that we elect them, they are only, accountable to the political party, and I would see so. So my very first point now, I say with political party, with MPs them, la put on this way first, because we are talking about parliament specifically, they don't even care about the welfare of the nations. They don't even care about the welfare of the one that will elect them. It's too sad, Tripoli, for see they unanimously come together, they defend and they support this welfare bill. They know, I know one day society they unanimously come together and defend something related to the country like this. I don't want this here, but when this parliament done this so. But see how, in fact, see one opposition by this bill. One. Imagine one opposition parliamentarians we say, no, me, I don't want this bill. Let's seek the country first. None of them. Everyone they support this bill. But the question again, who that puts them in a position? Who that they really, really think that they represent? Are they representing themselves or the people? So it's very clear today, or we don't see announcing our MPs are not care about the country or the one that will bring them in that position. They only care about the welfare. The other reason we make her say so. At this point in time, we all now put us so the whole world they cry about inflation, things they happen there and there. See how then they defend, see we personally then they gain personally for. They not ever they defend something with the nation, the people who elect them, they gain like that. They not ever. Instead, you will sit down and they say, are they against this bill? Are they against this? Then go deeper arguments, begin speak and grammar, like for say, sometimes when I look at the parliamentary system, I can ask, wait, but do these people know really what in that position they for? Because they don't really take the one that we elect them seriously. Yeah. The other point I want for bring come like that. You see, they always are not the people one safe. They all be don't know about this bill. They all contribute. I can tell you, Tripoli, not to one person this bill write this bill. They all contribute and say they make this bill to the best way where they favor them. But the big question I want to ask, I think that people they elect them they now people they represent. Let one MP show me also I go discuss this particular bill now in community or na in constituency where they represent. They show me. Let one MP show me almost by the people them now in constituency contribute for rights and for put information inside this bill. So remember what I talked yesterday, say, these people and they make decision for and on behalf of their community, their constituency, they're not a good decision. By right, if we say this 10 billion are from the community, the constituency first, now they begin come up, now they begin develop. Let's say, oh, we in a constituency, this 110, 112, you name this. So we are not happy about the welfare of our MP. So we want to push something where we make so say because we MP then they deliver, let the welfare come up, but they are not delivering in Tripoli. Let them show me one constituency where this bill being discussed. Ain't no day, not just for themselves no more. So they make us say they not respect the people them, they not care about the people them, they only concern but themselves and the political party. The other point where I say where I want for like we get Tripoli, me now project person, and that's a study like I can tell people an immune specialty than they, yeah. Before you implement project or before you implement anything, you get to look at the timing. At this point in time, is it right for this bill for being pushed up like that? Look at the situation of the country, Tripoli. Look at how inflation they take place 24/7. Every other commodity in that country they go up. And we get one theory or one attitude in Sierra Leone, we see something go up for they can down. Na different story. But these people are, they're so devoted for defend this bill that none party will stand against it. But look at the country, like I say, look at the situation where the country they under. Why can't we compare with water facility with Ghana? Why can't we compare with light facility with Ghana? Why can't we compare with roads them with Ghana? Like I can say, 30 days ago, no one day get flyover. Look the traffic where they did in Lombly, where they did in Eastern Police. Why they say no go? That make I tell you, say yesterday where they talk say we not get, these people are not experts. If we left this country in a politician hand, and they repeat this talk every other day where they take part, Sierra Leone no go before, because these people don't get the results or the competency for move Sierra Leone forward. Look at just let them show me one factor or one sector where we don't address completely when they affect the country. Up till today, ordinary traffic will never for adjust them, will never for address them. A whole country they will not get street lights, street traffic lights will not get. Why can't we compare Sierra Leone education to Ghana education? Instead, now the welfare then they compare. Now I make I say these people really triple. They're not ready for represent the people. And if we not stand for the nation, and they tell you we not go get UDA, and we're not able to pick the right people then. Yeah. The last point I want for make, yeah, Tripoli. Now that's when they defend this bill, so let them ask themselves this question: how much we don't do for we people the way we put we in this position, we vote for we, like we Doc they say. People they sallow with the election they on. Doc 5 o'clock morning, it's too late, or 4 o'clock. People we are there from 12 midnight and they put stone for go vote. But how many of these people don't die? How many of them don't sick? Do we have the good hospital? Do we have, proper medical facility in the nation? No way. Ordinary disease them. Pass them they want with people and go Ghana. Why can't this parliamentarian they say, what? Let we tinaba. Let we unanimously pass bill say, look, we forget standard hospital in Sierra Leone. Where they after this the way then they fly people and go Ghana or India for this take care of Sierra Leone. It's not there. So me want for beg these people, let them come back to themselves. Let them ask themselves this question: are we representing our constituency, or are we just in parliament to benefit ourselves? Doc talk about their transparency. That it far. It far. Almost part them will be accountable for that constituency development fund where they need them every year. Almost part them go to now the community say, or now the constituency say, look me, 2020 they give me 70 million. Now XYZ I do look the receipt or on account audit me. Ain't not day. Instead they go find English them where they defend them, we go protect them. They go tell you say, well, they say constituency development fund, anything I do, I get right for doing. So we really get for a look and know how we vote, Sierra Leoneans. I can always say, we were God on help. We're fortunate for see development. Now we for in turn educate people. Now we for in turn go the years of we people and say, look, not for a party color you go vote for, not for tribal line you vote for order they can deliver. If Mr. X na party B qualify, say this person gets a good plan. You able for all accountable if you not deliver, put in a position. Not say because this na we party, so this any kind of person then give we who they vote for that. And that's in the nine don't well the country. That in the nine don't make we don't be in this 60 years old don't gain independent. We they put to that want because now we party member, now we tribesman, now we region commot, now we all kind of thing that we defend for. The number we put people away, we not say this person can't deliver. They put in a position. So me call this to we within a diaspora. Like I can say, somebody may ask, say, well, they may not open the office of diaspora. I tell the person, say, or I make answer, say, yes, they open that office there. Now, because of political reason, and I make that office, they never was became effective. But if they may open them for say people with the diaspora able to contribute immensely to the development of Sierra Leone, I tell you them for me achieve the results. If they may open them for make, we get Sierra Leonean in different factors or spheres of life in development in this part of the world. I can tell you, if we raise program now, Tripoli say, "Lord, bring Sierra Leoneans there. We get idea on health business. We go get hundreds of them. If we say, Lord, bring some Sierra Leoneans them. We get idea on light facility. We will get hundreds of them. If we say, we go, and this is why that office them for important. Not for political gain, not a political party, they make that office day effective. Now we input, we knowledge, therefore we make that office day effective. But they missed it. I not say they missed it already. Remember, they say this again. If we not put politics per development, Sierra Leone will never move forward. Because anything when you put politics per, when a development, now for a while, they last. Now that make most political projects them only they last for the period that political party they did in power, after which that's the end of it. So now that's me get for city people. Let God continue to bless everyone where they contribute to the development of Mama Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Look out, Usfriend. Let me hear what's in it gets for it today. Yes, Usfriend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A. We'll try to make a feel here. This thing we don't add a bit more to them, and thanks to listeners first, the wooden day. This thing are two things they see inside this thing where they go on now. And they believe saying like inside people they try for talk about two things them when are conflicting things them, and then two get different policies. Here then they talk about a parliamentary Service Commission Act, what we don't date today, what they no one discuss about. Then left arm, now the point is the Welfare Act. And then they try to compare the Welfare Act regarding the way we them for leaving a parliament due to things that we don't come recently, we don't blow the bell, why people and don't sick with them for able men. When a men they're able for men them, but because they're not able to get the access for women and women, they sick here, they die. That not then your element of arguments towards this fast tracking of this welfare bill and the pressure wouldn't they give them and the constitution from the public. So then they try to show their duties them. But we then go right into the constitution word now this chapter 6, where the legislator, where the composition of the parliament, then go into 74. But when you look into that 74, then pick up the 4, section 4. I mean subsection 4. So that subsection 4, now they talk about the gratitude and other entitlements. But when you remove this 74 again, you put them next to this Parliamentary Service Commission Act, where we don't put about the pension and salary them, we they try to talk about consolidated fund. And what really they try to talk about in way wouldn't be able for those salary harmonization. Okay, the salary harmonization for run through the public sector and then self. So that I mean thing will be laid on dormant. So then now they say, well, we turn them to we on side. The one way that the Parliamentary Service Commission Act, we talk about, we post in common, the hand and we then get salary, pension, everybody, all those kind of sector, then we make our force in favor of we want the parliamentary and then we want the gratitude and other things. So you see, it become a paradox, when a political paradox and you call them things there, wherein you, the politician, you argue things there, two conflicting idea, A and B, the way you put the answer, you see, letters. Instead of you do addition with maths, you do addition with letters. Because when we say A, B, the next letter na C. So you convert the person not go say B. But instead of we say 1 plus 1 is 2, you go to the letters. So this is the area where I believe so therefore play with ideas and then they go and the other one, when the worst one, when they call them political oblivion. This political oblivion, they really know. Then they not say something be there when they don't put for the citizens them harmonize salary and make things them go well, and many of them then they forget about them because then they become carried away by a particular thing, one of the selfish ego. Waiting them for look into, then they wipe off, then they become absorbed, then go for other thing. So if you look at the sequence of waiting, they go to parliament. When you see say again, he look paradox, he look this particular word I use for politics, you go see say then discuss this BNT, they engage about the speech of the president. And when you look at the speech of the president, they take a long time when they talk about the economy, they talk about other issues and who price the rise, and they talk about the ratio of the GDP towards the debt, the ratio of the working salary towards the this. Then when you see again the same people are coming to sing a different hymn with a different tone, then you go begin to see people like artists and now then you whether they make song number one, not for we really the song they go for. Because if they look contradictory, we are the same people, we are the same people who be done they sing this song, where you are the singer and part of them they sing in a parliament for hours and days, and then half of them they say, okay now so. Then when the other song come now, with the season not form another song now for counter the first song. One have to say, would they counter the economy, with the price rise, the economy, the exchange rates, the poverty rate, the hunger rate, and other things. Then you see people come on back, then come. But when you watch, you see some people and they won't be they in between. So then they talk, say, oh, well, now this, well, let me consider this. The other time they say, well, this, and so then they come out outright. But it's all the tune, and then they sing in different way, whether they make them remix, then they make them a different pattern, they say, no, make them this style, let it go sweet. So it comes down now to the area of the parliament, I mean, the citizens. When you look for section, we go able to catch them and the one winner section 75 and the one winner 76. How do they disqualify a member of parliament? And the tenure of seat of MP winner the 76. But then go able to always small past 74. But we self as citizens, we get a take day instead of 74. So then if we look into that one, they want that section 74 on the constitution, we they look into when are composed of the legislature and the composition of the parliament, then get rules and the way they say, then therefore look into the welfare of even the citizens. And even the Parliamentary Service Commission Act, they tell una say before una bring the harmonization of salary, there must be a GDP ratio, when a gross national income, a gross domestic income, and then the gross domestic product. If you equal with them in the other ratio, they na will work with mathematics and cleverly. But we self get a take panam. But then he always take advantage because then they say shall, then they say this, then they say that. If I the English words of what I put, they left to everybody interpretation. And you play with the words. So they have to stop this. They get for trying and work a nationalistic way, when they were able to help this country for let it go develop. When you see the parliament, they compare Ghana, like the speaker of the house. They compare Ghana, yes. What is the outcome will they result to after they argue? Because they argue first, say the West Syria, I know go do this, Motuka, this, well, they ended up for do something for the small. But what it result to? Because the gross national income and the GDP didn't get problem. They're not going to get revenue again. They say, oh, now we turn to the small money. With them one day when they sell overseas, the remittance, then go they do not begin they put tax panel. What you do 5 months ago? Now, first inside parliament, physical fighting, throwing chairs and pushing here, and they took them about days, we didn't boycott. So why, if you don't get the example back for continue, say, well, Ghana, then we don't give them your increment to go and have. You see, if the money been there, government will go ask for money for Levi, when a tax from the people who they send the money to them people, let them begin to do electronics to where them will charge them. So if you then get money, you don't go ask for that side day. In other words, there was an imbalance when a deficit because of that one day. Liquidity not day for guarantee. So these are the things we would expect the government therefore try to engage, consult, and when they will accept certain things, then let them do them based on a kind of a constitutional way. Because when you believe on the constitutional decision, we therefore follow, you know, for make the constitutional decision, and normally they say, well, we're not on the we're not going to do it undercover, we will do it openly, because if they can't link on this small constitution, say we will do a constitutional decision, which is not fair in some way, but the constitutional decision has to be public based, wherein they engage the citizens, know their opinion, they know their ratio, they're able for no say that this ratio will be because of that job they want to do for. There's quite a lot to this, but as they come, we will just go the AdSense. But we get a lot of take. Instead of 74, we get a take day. We get a take. But I believe, say, what thing again, I suspect, say, what thing make this thing can push so quick. Now, that time when they argue about the parliament, them again, when they bring, then we don't put aside because now that now very close, now neighbors, then they two constitution, now the one we talk about, what thing, and then they do the qualification of members. But when it passed 74, now 75. So that time when they go check for know about qualification of members, with them Dominion issue come up, and then go see, oh, look, oh, now make that intraday. So it's like anytime they go open page and see something, they'll push them before we get something for argue bottom. And it's never something when harmonious. Then they sing a song we will not hear it. But now we get for sing the song past 146. But I believe say the choir who we get, now a great choir of unity, we get for try get a choir of a same accord, a choir of nationalism, that rhythm there, and a choir and a song where they get songs of patriotism, now then would they sing and portray so that they will able to understand, say, then you they know they sing their own song fine. They're not Boku, now 146. So thank you very much for giving me the platform. And I only hope say things will be constitutionally better for the country, not your decision would favor them. There is quite a lot to it, but would they wait as they come, would they help the contribution? Let God help we, help your program, help we all. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Yeah.
We'll go for see who that go tie na ya. What is so? I open the phone line. And also we don't take because we'll not start quick anyways. But I open the phone line. If you want to add anything, if you get a message for parliamentarian them, and your opportunity this. Watch now the section if you didn't have Facebook. Looking at the green section, the numbers then the scroll. Now we do a sharp level left here. You see? Then get for debate them transparently. Then they hide for doing. Then they pass them under the carpet. Yes, sir, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, this now Mike from Philadelphia.
Like,
You know, today program now the most painful program I don't ever listen to this right. The most painful. The pain what you feel, you know. Naya cannot they cannot gloves when a gloves they not get. Naya body then they smell cannot. Naya so we day. Light say when a light cannot not get. Scanning machine and not get. MRI machine and not get. But then full man they are 115,000 every year. Now they almost in a parliament. Let's just say roughly now they're 100 in a parliament.
146.
146. If you times down the 5 years, $8 million inside 5 years, $8 million now they all go get. So roughly around there, $8 million. You know how much $8 million go do for Connaught and all the hospital in the country? You go buy all the MRI and scanning machine they put together and money they left back. Then go paint, renovate every dormitory that place there. Who's kind of brainless people in the Wayaba? Hey, when they don't get brain, the fly on one fly for go. The fly on one fly go in other man country. Now people that with brains, now they sit down and build that side, they also on one fly go. So that they sit down and put money there, they build the hospital and they own one fly for go. Own one fly, own one build na your hospital, and other people and build their own. When they can't take salon money, go spend on another man country, go develop their own hospital and their own country. Then when they destroy the country back salon. Salon. The day we get some people that will love that country, the day when we get politicians that will love that country, that the day salon will change. But that's why now complete brainless people there. When I left for the vote for them people there, you know, every 5 years when they not do their job, when I pull them come out, no, they dance for them people there. People now make on they go dance for them. What do they dance for them for? No, they do no favor. Not a favor. No. Solomon, when I wise up, man, when I left for the maiden people, the children are like full man there, man. You know, the children are full now. When I get the power, not today. When I make when they go dance for them. A complete fool man when I dance for. They don't get one brain for develop the country. And everywhere they piss me off today, man. I'm your contribution, anyway.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Yes.
Yes, caller, you did live on here. You get 3 minutes.
Yes, good evening, AAA, and all we family and friends and we they contribute to this platform. We don't take on this today like way Mike say that the saddest day this with all the program they have been listening to, that the saddest thing this way people then come up with. But now I don't see what to make none of the party them, none of them, no one touch the constitution, they know what's in the inside it. They know say the people they will be they write them for the benefits of the politicians. It don't come clear to everybody for say the only people the way they exercise their rights that are considered the politicians. Period. No if but and about it. I don't want anybody get me wrong. I mean, not somebody who they pray. And they pray every day. But no, we pull prayer out of this. For no, we pray for them politicians and they me not they pray for them anymore. I they pray for the citizens of Salon. Waiting me one for say, no, we stand up to them to them bully they are. And if they pass that bill, they let them pass them. But let them know for say there were people who not believe in their ideology and they are nothing but bullies. Austerity will judge them. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bindu. Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah. You hear me I talk now? Yeah. Tripoli. Look at what God is with you. Tripoli. This politician, the way they come on this welfare. Now we the politician them. Hello?
You did like
Okay, make a call the
turn
radio.
off that radio there,
Yeah, now they can't turn also. This politician them, they say they want their welfare. Now we the citizen, now we get the problem. Because we didn't say now we get the problem. Now we they go vote for them. Back again. But they ain't gonna parliament back. If the citizen would think and act wisely this trip, even though if they go say and they give them the party symbol back the people in the way they talk all the thing there, we want the thing and they give them the party symbol. The citizen therefore can act wisely, the person way they want, they go as independent. Let's stand as independent, regardless the party symbol or whatever. Make sure say yes, the person the way they want, let's stand as independent. Because they're independent, they know no party. So then they go ease the problem. When they see that, they go ease the problem. The second thing again, we the diaspora, now we encourage the citizens them when they go vote for them. Because for simple reason, if we the diaspora, we the yagba, we they go work under coal, under coal, they send money for them. They know they take with your word. Now the parliamentarians then they go vote for, they go yagba, go vote for. Now we they encourage them. Because we tell them, say, look, that man we they now, we know you seek you welfare. You go vote for him. But no say, penny, I know the same for you. Penny, I know the same. You have to set your eye. They say set your eye, charm per foot. When you set your eye, charm per foot, then you will not say yes. you go no say yes. Things rough. So now we the cause all anything in there. Therefore, act wisely and think wisely. So now we the diaspora they encourage them. So now the only thing now and they don't think and act wisely. No, so go get partner trouble here. With the money and they ask for 15,000 for the welfare. Where you go to corner to hospital, you not get partner at all. So and now the more we stand independent, they get a good campaign now. Wait for a campaign and kick them out of the House of Parliament. Yes. Good campaign. Wait for kick the people out of Parliament. Now, my contribution to that.
Thank you very much, caller.
Okay.
Yesterday, I be ask Abdul Fatoma about independent candidates. Remember the time where I asked him? I don't know if you be listen. Where I ask him where he say for make people them no vote for them people they are back. Make them party no give them symbol. You know the example where he give not so about we the people them are we self not ready. Yes, caller, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. The issue is so difficult for handle and talk about, but we will continue for make noise. But the reality is that we get almost 95% of educated voters, non-educated voters. Almost I would say probably 99% of non-educated voters. So please, Lowy on the line, non-educated. I not say go school or whatever, but they're not educated on issues. They need to vote on issues. Period. So these all now, we just they try. I don't conclude from the beginning. As long as na Sierra Leone, if we not get any president, we love Sierra Leone and the people of Sierra Leone, we are doomed. We go talk till no matter what we talk, because the system itself, it favor the president. We you day as the president, it don't do. When we get somebody, we love that country and love the people of Sierra Leone. That's it. So the idea of even diaspora, no diaspora, then Yumukela was here. We been the talk. We Yumukela been the talk in those days. Now he said, if he talk about one of the campaign, he said something just happened to him, mama. Pass it way the care go na Ghana. Why that for happen? He asked those questions during the time we in the campaign. From the time we go, they demand whatever, would ever hear me the advocate for hospital set up. Anybody who been they listen to Kande Yumukela when he been there na the UN or whatever wing of the UN we been there, you they love that man. You they love Sierra Leonean for lady at that peak where the man they speak, eh? You they enjoy. What has he done? What has he done? So we then did it. The diasporas are there. Everything I conclude back to the president. As long as the president of we country not get love and plan for Sierra Leone, we are doomed. Because anything, if that man they grab Gisno, they say this is nonsense. Mr. Segbe may travel at the court, no, and then they go no side again until we fix we country. So let other person office here they travel for per diem. Any other thing else, I go conference. If he begin by himself, if he say we go allow that nonsense there. So he has the power right now for call the man we put there. Abass Bundu 9 put on there. If he call and just say, hey, what are the areas? So I know not see up and down. That would be the end. until we get love for somebody we love. Because of the constitution, don't give them all the authority and power. Now in me they address. This is his problem. Not a parliamentarian. It's his problem. If he not go with no, if he call that man the just no, Abass Bundu will put on there. He go if Abass Bundu go shake na him boot first. Because he knows if he not listen, he boot him out and put somebody there. Just like I been doing. So now you get all the authority. There's no constitutional right where you go take any power from him, where you go stop him from doing anything. So now you get this problem. Now problem. He was supposed to be the savior. Everybody else was na kakamania. Now you get all the things there for go solve. So let stop this right now. How things they mourn people and so everything they just press people and down, and he's quiet. This nine. I'm not the whole any parliamentarian because what thing then they see from a night and they land. So the man is traveling everywhere. He spend money anyhow he want to spend. Why you feel say they not go feel so? We hospital now so it him up nothing not there. Where he foot in toe, small toe way hard. It they run come on out the country. Why the parliamentarian will not make that same wish for themselves? Hey, God help. Thank you, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Phone line don't close, but let me come with this caller. Okay, with this caller. The phone line don't close. Parliament. Somebody be called, will they try for call you back? I want chance soon. Yes, caller, you did live on air, you get 3 minutes.
Triple A, thank you very much. This now, it's our ball. Again, thanks to everybody really on the input. But, this conversation here, we all waiting at the diaspora, we get for continue for Sam, so that other people don't wait with the because Mr. Farkam now this platform, I listen, I get inspired. Within the Sierra Leone Parliament to say, now they right for doing what they want to do. So we self as citizens, we need for continue to say things. Salon, we don't do things, we don't ready for doing and put on English. But we don't go campaign to people then, like Creole and then local dialects, and then they speak. And 75% of the population at Salon don't even understand how to read or write, let alone then living English and they will keep talking about that country there. So like one of the suggestions that you get now, so the other day, it was yesterday where you mentioned, so you try to get some people that we were able to translate some of these things and we then say to the local language then. I think it will help more because the information it really need for me people then. People like Abass Bundu and some of the other parliamentarians then, waiting and they say they are 100% within their right. When you are at a job, you look to see how you increase your salary. Then you hope say that your boss will accept them. But if the job where you do is stand for the pay where you get, that's inside the question come inside. As we all know, with this 2 years or for 2.5 years of pandemic, we don't go on. And then you can get this, credit crunch, and then also with, with high inflation all over the world, it affects Salon. This is so much the wrong timing. It is so much the wrong timing for the people there, for they can begin to introduce certain things then. But not in the right, because the Sierra Leone people, they need to speak. Year in, year out, these people then in at parliament, they know they do nothing. There are certain things that they wouldn't suppose for the come up with when they talk about. Now we get when they pull up their bills and way they talk about way that they abuse government money. All these reports, so on and so forth. Some of the bills that they're supposed to pass, they don't even consider them. And we people them, they're not educated. And when people are not educated, and they get these so-called NGOs that we get now, we country. Some of them, they need to focus on how then they take the information then to the local people then. So let the local people then understand, because if we rely on the government or make it take information to the local people then, to go in and let it happen. I remember a few years ago where the government was ready to do something. Then put on a radio. Then put them in all language. Because this was something where they one pass. They want fully the public understand within the God. So why need to do these same measures then? It's because then they pick and then they choose within and choose for feed the public. So some of these local NGOs then, we ought to sit down within ourselves and begin to think, say, maybe if we are going to be pounding on these government institutions and in some of this area, let's be pounding on making sure that the local people then get the information. It is sad. It is sorry. Some of who they overseer, we just talk and then we go in a salon back and forth for the love of salon. But some of we are we know we're able to live in that country today. There is nothing where they go on where these people then get the interest of the people then. I know today we know they talk about census, but look, you can't argue with the mayor say. They put them in a black and white. You can't argue with what did they talk about within the education department, all the papers they are with and all they get. These people that need to take up those issues. This are governments this way to say they know they speak to the people. They know they talk to the people. So you really can't get anything for them. They are just a silent government, do what they need to do. So the parliamentarians then they work in their own interest. The opposition party then just get for support. They say, "Phew, if my own people then determine what will be their part and not be able to do it. Now the extra people then with our opposition party, what's in our only? Let's support it." So then let's for support them. So we will talk about NCA, we need for the talk about that. Any support we will able to do for them to translate them to there. So let them people there and get their information there. That's what they need. But it is sorry these people have no regards. They have no regards whatsoever of how the layman they live in Africa. I'm supposed to be registered for buying me tickets for go salon there. I can't. I'm thinking I have a motor car at salon, 18,000 for fuel, and how you travel from up and down. You used to buy cement about a couple months ago at 85,000. All of a sudden, it don't shoot to 120,000. And it don't shoot to 130,000. The list goes on. So at the end of the day, who's going to begin? A gentleman did talk something over like 8.1. It explained to these people then in a very layman. All these people do, they continue to compare how Guinea they do this, how Guinea they do that. They don't understand how economics they work. What to make Guinea they do this, and what to make Salon they do this. Salon they do the things that they need to do, but the ones don't they compare how Guinea, Liberia, and Salon they go on. Now they pray to God no more. They go change gender they are of doing things. If the leadership is working, everything else is working. You can't have the top who's supposed to be making firm decision. Most people that vote for Marabio, number one, they was out of option. Because when they take the trueness of the evil, they say, okay, let's take this guy, let's try him. But if the guy with the can and puts it there, it wasn't at the top. What do you expect the rest of the people? There's no leadership. Some people will discuss on this guy so they bring a calm. Maybe it will bring some sense of, urgency, or maybe it will accept himself as a military guy. So the people will really work on that. But some of we're very disappointed at this way these governments they want. You could blame the pandemic, you could blame this, we get that. But certain things then you can even put them in place. Simple things that when they even put in place, they can't do it. So at this platform, they'll continue just the preach what they preach right now. Thank you very much, people. I call from Washington, D.C. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much, caller. We're supposed to be your last caller, but I will call this other person. No call. We left here. If you call her, they go call them parliamentarian for you. They come for you. Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Like this, I bring another perspective to this stuff there. Maybe, people will read differently too. Me, I don't think say people are not educated in politics na that country they do. Salon politics na tradition. And what I mean by that, people the way they support government there, they don't have them little corner there, long time, not to today self. Either their grandpa or their papa don't teach them. And like I say, when people say people are not educated about politics, I don't really want to believe that one day. The reason why I don't want to believe that is now two parties don't in that country, the APC and SLPP. The teaching way people don't get, it just depends who side you come out or the confines where you are. And by that, you forebears the grandfather now, the father. Then teaching them they would not give the individuals and they. Nine and get for carry. It hard for them to change their position. Now that way this Sierra politics me don't see them. So not to say people are not educated. They educate in the way they own confines, how they teach them. Hey, yes, and this party we don't do this. Then forebears them, they under this party here. Nine and carry on so. We were not in politics. You come with a new idea, you have to let you survive because you're not going to go run independence. Even at the American politics, you see the same thing. Now that kind of tradition in the run now. Anybody who can say independent, you go survive in the minor positions, but for say presidential stuff, you have to let you survive that one because the politics are tradition. You see, so me on take by this. We go for this and like a long run with the pass. So we don't be you talk about the terror get independence, take country, the team they not develop, no nothing. Because of this tradition, we don't go on. Long time. It not go change. This camp, you do what you want for do, the other one can say, oh, this time we don't do this. So we said the return. So we did for a long ride. Let God help we no more say yes, Sierra Leone. Let God touch people like we Ezekiel been they say somebody will love the country come for can help. For politics in different places and tradition, waiting people don't hold on to. Whether a good thing or a bad thing or then teachings then they don't go on for a long time. Everybody don't hold on to that one. And a beneficial thing for the nation, you get for reading your own part of it. You see how difficult the politics are in that places. So you will say now mix farm, politics, this, that. You come with new ideas, you have to let you survive because you not belong between the two. When are the traditions done? You can't say to run independence, you can't survive because they don't even know you. Your name they not recognize them. So I think say Lord we just ready them, Lord embrace it, yes. This would live for a long ride. Let God help we no more like where Ezekiel said, people person come, we say, hey, no, na the country this, I want come for the nation, do better thing. But only, well, you know, go say never because anything you do, you know, the philosophers then believe say if even money says if we depend on, if you don't remind yourself, say this particular thing I need for forget them. You get for be rich or poor. Now you yourself don't set this up. You subconscious don't you don't tell you subconscious for later idea to her. It is here. Now this philosophy that one. Begin to grow up, you tell her all the time, hey, you get for be doctor, you get for be nurse, you get for be this. Every day you the announce and the Torah. Every day, every single day. Now the pattern and the way that begin to take. You see? So when it's compound riches or the poor, because we don't feel say yes, we get for be poor people and take the subconscious don't take that one day. Say yes, that's a base, now normal. You normalize them for we. But if you change your attitude and say, hey, you know what, I want be rich person. In fact, one guy in Buku having the rich self, the author in himself, I forget that. In tell you say, if you feel say you're not a rich person, you get for be rich. Ring this thing to yourself because your conscious mind, it depends on your subconscious. So if you yourself the read them to yourself, like now money you don't grab, you don't tell yourself, say, hey, I get for be million, not a millionaire, say, but whatever money you feel say you want forget, you call that amount of money there. You ring unto yourself. In fact, when you ring unto yourself, the faith where they inside you don't believe say yes, the money that you are now. All you need for doing now find a plan how you can get forget that money there. Now that plan they get. So before you get that money, the plan where the plan and the other substitute that the thing that the substitute than the way you get the money. How you get forget the money? Whether now work you get for work or now this you get for do which service you get for provide or for let you able to get the money. But you the rest assured inside your mind say yes, the money don't dey now. You stipulate the time say yes, this money for come. You see, once you ring am to yourself, it will make you develop a plan within that confines for let you get to that goal. You see, so now this will depend. So now the campaign will depend. So right now, we're not for tire for do this, but we're there for a long ride. So thank you for allow me for talk this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Umar.
Thank you. Yes.
Well, the one way Umar they talk so about telling yourself and believing. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get two. I tell ya, the only I get to them believe by themselves like waiting. Hey, and one and they believe say they get for maker, but believe in that one, but you get for work towards that. You get for work towards that. They set a goal. And they try for reach the goal, break the goal, set another goal. But the one they can see na get to. For the talk no more. Tell themselves say they get for make a. Even some of the family themselves. Where they come for make we happen. It's in they can carry it. The idea they would the one that they get. I will let them sketch waiting for get them no more. Ask them back 2-3 months later and ask story. Because waiting though. For talking a one, but for be dedicated. Get yourself fixed to it. But anyway, parliamentarian they don't do their own. They don't do an open challenge weighing them. Who do you again? Who suddenly tell them say? The speaker say, you don't know. Why would you go overboard with people who want to exercise their rights? Not true. So if we go exercise, we own. I'll know the. Yeah? Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple say, Tata.